Good morning, children. Welcome back to our math session. Today's topic is Introduction Part 3 and Exercise 14.3 of Chapter 14 Factorization. So, let we start. Let's look our new topic, that is division of algebraic expressions. Okay. Now that we have learned how to do factorization of algebraic expressions, isn't it? Let's also see how do we perform division with algebraic expressions. Okay. So here you see some complex algebraic expressions. Some were monomial, some were polynomials which are getting divided by another monomial or polynomial. Okay, so let's learn how exactly do we perform this kind of division. So first we do start with the simple ones. Okay, so we will start with a monomial divided by monomial. So as we all know, monomial is an algebraic expression with one term, isn't it? So here are these steps we will follow with one example. So the example that we have taken is 24xy square z cube, which is a monomial, divided by 6yz square, which is again a monomial. So the first step is write each term as a product of irreducible factors. Again the same thing what we have already done in factorization. Remembering? Okay. So let's do the first step. 24xy square z cube can be written as prime factorized 24. So you can write it as 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Right? Now remaining x into y into y into z into z into z. So this is how would write the factors of 24xy square z cube. Right? Now let's look at the second term, which is 6yz square. So this can be written as 2 into 3 into y into z into z. Perfect. Fine. Now let's do the property of division. That is our step number 2. So in step number 2, what do we do? Here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into x into y into y into z into z into z. This entire thing divided by 2 into 3 into y into z into z. Right? Now we all know that if we divide a number by a same number, what do you get? You get 1. Isn't it? For example, you divide 12 divided by 12. Yeah, 12 by 12. So you get 1. Right? Similarly, you divide x by x. What you will get? You will get 1. Isn't it? So, what do we call this? We say that x, the numerator and denominator get cancelled to give 1. So, the same thing happens here. Here 2 in the numerator, 2 in the denominator get cancelled. Same way 3 and 3 get cancelled. Y and y get cancelled. Z and z. It's cancelled. One more z and z get cancelled. So, what are you left with? You left with 2 into 2 into x into y into z. Right? So, this is equal to 4xyz. So, this is the result of division of these two monomials. Right? So, this is how we basically divide. Okay? So, this is the basic, means how we are doing in numbers system. The same way here also we are doing. Okay? So, now we understood that how to divide a monomial by monomial, right? Let's make it a little more complex. That is, now we are going to divide a polynomial with a monomial. Means a polynomial divided by monomial. That is, polynomial is basically an algebraic expression with multiple terms. Right? So let's look at this here. You have a polynomial which is actually a binomial because it has two terms. And now you divide it with a monomial. That is an algebraic expression with a one term. Perfect? Here also we will do the same thing, but in this case one important thing that need to be noticed is this is 5x square minus 6x divided by 3x, right? So the main important thing to be noticed here is this means that 3x is the denominator, but 5x square and minus 6x, both of these numerator. That is 5x square upon 3x minus 6x upon 3x means the denominator is for both the numerators, right? This is what means. So whenever we write 5x square minus 6x upon 3x, it means 5x square upon 3x minus 6x upon 3x. So now what do you have? This first term is a monomial divided by monomial. The second term also a monomial divided by monomial. That you already know how to do division, right? So how to handle this? We write each term in the factor form. So 5x square can be written as 5 into x into x, and in the denominator you have 3x, that is 3 into x. Minus 6x can be written as 2 into 3 into x, minus is also there, and in the denominator you have 3 into x. So here in first term x and x will get cancelled, and in the second term 3 and 3 will get cancelled, x and x also will get cancelled. So you are left with a 5x upon 3 minus 2, right? So this is the result of your division of this algebraic expression, right? So here also the common factors get cancelled during division, isn't it? So, and after that you are arriving at the result. So that is polynomial divided by monomial. Okay. Now let's do our third category. That is polynomial divided by polynomial. So this is like the most complex category of all the three, isn't it? So this time again, your process will still remain same. If you look at step 1 and 2, the process is still same only, right? It is shows that you have bigger expressions, right? So let us handle one by one. So this is our first example. So you have y square plus 7y plus 10 divided by y plus 5. So how do we handle this? Now, if you look at the numerator, so let us first try to factorize the numerator, because the numerator has a quadratic term, linear term, constant, etc. All the things are there, right? So let us try to factorize the numerator, because in the denominator we have y plus 5. So there is a possibility that if we factorize the numerator, we might have some way in the form of like a y plus 5, yeah, y plus 7, yeah, y plus 1, like that, right? So there is possibility that there must be some cancellation between numerator and denominator to make our job simpler, right? Okay, so let's do that. So how do we factorize this? Again, we have learned four different methods of factorization, isn't it? So what do you think which method will fit into? So you have there three terms. One is a perfect square, that is y square, but 10 is not a perfect square. So here we'll take help of the type of 4, isn't it? That is the special identity which we have learned, that x plus a into x plus b, right? That is equal to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. So let's see if we can make this to fit into this. So y square plus 5 plus 2 into y plus 5 into 2 divided by y plus 5. So yes, this fit perfectly in this term, right? So this can be written as here a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 2. That is equal to 5 plus 2 will be 7 and 5 into 2 is 10. So this means x plus a is 5 plus 5, y plus 5, and x plus b is y plus 2, and the denominator y plus 5. So here if you see in the numerator you have y plus 5 is one factor, and the denominator also you have y plus 5. So this entire y plus 5 and y plus 5 will get cancelled. So you are left out with the y plus 2, which is the result of this division, right? Now remember one thing. In this case, y plus 5 and y plus 5 could cancelled because both of them were factors. Like both of them were in the form of multiplication, the numerator and the denominator. But if you have something like, let's say, instead of this, if you have something y plus 5 plus 1 upon y plus 5, in this case, can you cancel the y plus 5 and y plus 5? No, you cannot cancel. Why? Because in this case, y plus 5 is not a factor, because y plus 5 plus 1, this whole thing like a one term, because this means y plus 6. So y plus 6 by y plus 5. So in this case, you just can't cancel y plus 5 and y plus 5. Okay. So please note that point. Okay. Now let's one more means to the next polynomial divided by another polynomial. So here is 5 into 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 5 divided by 2x plus 1. So do you think within cancelled 2x plus 1 numerator and denominator? Here you can see that in numerator also 2x plus 1 is there. Denominator also we are having 2x plus 1. Directly can you cancel this? Yes. That's because again 5 into 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 5. So that is like a product of these three numbers, right? So there you can definitely cancel these two numbers. Therefore, your result would be 5 into 3x plus 5. Clear? In this way, you can do division of polynomial by polynomial. Clear? Now let's start our question number 1 of exercise 14.3. Question is, carry out the following divisions. Here first question is related with monomial by monomial. Okay. So first question is 28x raised to 4 divided by 56x. So first we can factorize the numerator and denominator both. So 28x raised to 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into 7 into x into x into x into x, means x 4 times. Same way we can do 56 also, 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into x. Now you can cancel the same numerator and denominator. So here cancel the 2 again, one more 2 and 2 and 7 and 7 and 1 x and x. Then what is remaining there? In numerator 3 times x is remaining, that means x cube, divided by in denominator 2 is remaining there. So we can write it as 1 upon 2 x cube. That is our answer. Clear? Second one, minus 36y cube divided by 9y square. So here minus 36y cube can be written as minus into 2 into 2 into 3 into y into y into y divided by 9y square can be written as 3 into 3 into y into y. So here 3 we can cancel, y and y also we can cancel. Now what is remaining there? Minus 2 to 4 into y 4y. So the answer is minus 4y. Same way third one, 66p q square r cube divided by 11 q r square. So here 66 can be written as 2 into 3 into 11, right? And into p into q into q into r into r into r divided by 11 into q into r into r. Now here we can cut 11 q into r into r at the numerator by the denominator 11 q into r into r. Now what is remaining there? Here left out only 2 into 3 into p into q into r. So the answer is 6 p q r. Clear? Okay. Now question number 4. 34 x cube y cube z cube divided by 51 x y square z cube. So 34 can be written as 2 into 17, right? 51 can be written as 3 into 17. Same way, x cube 3 times x, y cube y 3 times y, z cube z also 3 times. That is in the numerator. That are the factors. Now in denominator, 3 into 17 is 51. Now x only one time and y two times and z three times. Now we can cancel 17 into 17, x into x. Now y two times numerator and denominator and z three times up and down. Now what is remaining? 2 into x into y at a numerator and 3 in denominator. So that means 2x square y upon 3, or we can write 2 upon 3x square y. That is our answer. Now fifth one, 12 a raised to 8 b raised to 8 divided by minus 6 a raised to 6 b raised to 4. Okay. So here we are solving by law of exponents. In every case, solve by law of exponents. Okay. But here it is a very lengthy, means the power is a bigger number. So we have to multiply 8 times a and b also 8 times. So that is why I'm doing like this. You can do in any way. Okay. So first 12 a raised to 8 b raised to 8 divided by minus 6 a raised to 6 b raised to 4. So first we give the sign to numerator, means minus sign. 12 can be written as 6 into 2 and down 6 is there. So 6 we can cancel there. Now 2 into a raised to 8 into b raised to 8 is in numerator, down a raised to 6 into b raised to 4. Now we can use law of exponent, a raised to 8 divided by a raised to 6. That means a raised to 8 minus 6. So exponential law we are using, a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So here a raised to 8 minus 6, a raised to 2. Same way b raised to 8 minus 4, that is b raised to 4. So we got the answer minus 2 a square b raised to 4. Clear? Now let's do second question. That is, divide the following polynomial by the given monomial. Our second category, that is polynomial divided by monomial. So first question is 5x square minus 6x divided by 3x. This one in example we already done, and here we are doing in another method. Means we are taking common factor out and cancelled the numerator and denominator in simple way. Okay. So here 5x square minus 6x, we got x as a common, right? So x we have taken outside. Now what is remaining out inside? 5x minus 6. And down we are having 3x, that is 3 into x. Now we got a numerator and denominator x is there, so we can cancel this and remaining is our answer. That is 5x minus 6 divided by 3. Okay. Same way question number 2. 3y raised to 8 minus 4y raised to 6 plus 5y raised to 4 divided by y raised to 4. Here you can see that denominator y raised to 4 is there. So let's see, in numerator y raised to 4 we will get common. Yes, we are having y raised to 4 is in every term, right? So y raised to 4 we can take as a common factor outside. Now what is left out? Y raised to 8 we have taken y raised to 4. So y raised to 4 is remaining there. Means 3y raised to 4. Now minus from this 4y raised to 6 we have taken y raised to 4. So 4y square is remaining there. From here, 5y raised to 4, we already taken y raised to 4, so only 5 is remaining there. And in the denominator, we are having y raised to 4. Now we can cancel y raised to 4 from up and down. Now what is the answer remaining out? So the result is 3y raised to 4 minus 4y square plus 5. Okay. Now question number 3. 8 into x cube y square z square plus x square y cube z square plus x square y square z cube divided by 4x square y square z square. Okay. Now, first you see the denominator. If we are having the same factors, if we are getting a common factor, same like as the denominator from the numerator, then we cancelled out. Okay. So let's see. Yes, we are getting 8 can be written as 4 into 2, right? So 4 will cut from 8 2 times. Same way, see x square, y square, z square is there in denominator. So from numerator, we can take as a common factor the same number. That is x square, y square, z square. Okay. All the three terms, their common factor is x square, y square and z square. So that we already taken out. Now what is remaining inside? X plus y plus z. So here 4x square y square z square we have cut in 8x square y square z square, then 2 will remain there. So what is the answer left out? 2 into x plus y plus z. That is our result. Now question number 4. X cube plus 2x square plus 3x divided by 2x. Here also down we are having 2x, but from up we can take x as common. So now what is left out inside? X square plus 2x plus 3. So x will cancel. So what is our answer? X square plus 2x plus 3 upon 2. Now fifth question. P cube q raised to 6 minus p raised to 6 q cube divided by p cube q cube. So here denominator is p cube q cube, right? So if we want to cancel means we need numerator like that as common factor outside p cube q cube, right? So let's see. Yes, we are having p cube and q cube as common in both the terms, right? So we can take out p cube and q cube. Now what is left out inside? Q cube minus p cube. Now we can cancel numerator and denominator of p cube q cube. Now what is left out? Q cube minus p cube. That is our answer. Okay. Let's see question number 3. Work out the following divisions. In this question, we are having polynomial by monomial also, polynomial by polynomial also. Let's see. First question is 10x minus 25 divided by 5. So here first we can see the denominator. So what we have to do? Then after that see the numerator. If any common factor 5 should be there, then we can get it cancelled directly. Right? So 10x minus 25, yes, we are having 5 is there common. So 10x minus 25 can be written as 5 into 2x minus 5. Then upon 5. Then 5 will cancel. The remaining is our answer. So what is remaining here? 2x minus 5. Now second question. Second question is 10x minus 25 divided by 2x minus 5. The same question. 10x minus 25, right? And the answer what we got, that is our divisor. So here let's see. 10x minus 25, what we can take? 5 we can take as a common. Then what will left out? 2x minus 5. Now down also we are having 2x minus 5. Yes, we can cancel both the factor from numerator and denominator. So what is left out? 5. That is our answer. Clear? Third one. 10y into 6y plus 21 divided by 5 into 2y plus 7. Here 5 we can cancel it in 10 two times, right? Now you see 2y plus 7 is the denominator. Now next we can see if we are getting numerator also the same factor. Let's see. 6y plus 21, we can see that 6y can be written as 3 into 2 into y and 21 can be written as 3 into 7, right? So we can take 3 as common outside. Then what will left out? 2y plus 7. That is our denominator. So we can get it cancelled. So like this. 10y into 3 into 2y plus 7. So 2y plus 7 and 2y plus 7 will cancel. 5 in 10, 2 times. So what is left out there? 2 into y into 3 means 2y into 3. That is equal to 6y. Clear? Fourth one. 9x square y square into 3z minus 24 divided by 27xy into z minus 8. Here also down you are having one factor z minus 8. Now up you can see that can we make 3z minus 24 as one factor z minus 8 if we take anything common? Yes. Here 3 we can take common. 3 8 are 24. Then what will left out there? Z minus 8. After that we can cancel it. Okay. So now we got 9 into x square into y square into 3 into z minus 8 numerator and divided by 27 into x into y into z minus 8. First we can cancel z minus 8 by z minus 8. Now then x and y can be cancelled. Then only x and y will remain. One x and y will remain in numerator. Now in 27 3 9 times. Then 9 9 will cancel. Now what is left out there? Only x and y is left in the numerator. So what is the answer? X into y, that is equal to xy. Okay. Now fifth one. 96 ABC into 3A minus 12 into 5B minus 30 divided by 144 into A minus 4 into B minus 6. Here also first is we see the denominator factors, that is A minus 4 and B minus 6. Now we can see the numerator. 3A minus 12, can we make it as A minus 4? Yes, we can take 3 as common factor, then it will make as
a minus 4, right? Same way b minus 6 is there. 5b minus 35, if we have taken common, then what we left out? B minus 6 there. Now see, how could we write? 96, you can write the factors, and 144 also you can write there the factors. Now here we will get 96 as a 5 times 2 into 3 into ABC. Then 3 we already taken outside, so inside a minus 4 is there, and 5 already taken outside, b minus 6 is inside. Divided by, in denominator, 144 can be written as 4 times 2 and 3 times 2 times 3 into a minus 4 into b minus 6. First we can cancel a minus 4 to a minus 4 and b minus 4 into b minus 4. Okay. Then after that, in denominator 4 times 2 is there. Numerator also we are having 5 times. So 1 will remain there. Remaining 4 we can cut. Cancelled. Same way, 2 3s are down and 2 3s are up. That also we can cut. 2 times 3 down and 2 times 3 up. Now what is remaining there? 2 into 5 into ABC. 2 5 are 10. 10 into ABC, 10 ABC. That is our answer.
Now question number 4. Divide as directed. Okay, we can cut directly and divide it. So first question, 5 into 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 5 divided by 2x plus 1. This question we already solved in example, right? So 2x plus 1 is common there, numerator and denominator. So we can cancel that. Then what is remaining out? 5 into 3x plus 5. That is our answer. Second one, 26xy into x plus 5 into y minus 4 divided by 13x into y minus 4. So here 13 we can cancel in 26 how many times? 2 times. X in x also we can cancel. Now y minus 4 is up and down, that also will cancel. Now what is remaining out? 2y into x plus 5. That is our answer. Now third one, 52 PQR into P plus Q into Q plus R into R plus P divided by 104 PQ into Q plus R into R plus P. Now 52 in 104, how many times we can cut it there? Right? Yeah, you can write the common factors of 52 and 104. 52 can be written as 2 into 2 into 13, and 104 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 13. So 52 in 104 2 times, right? So denominator 2 will left there. Now PQR can be cancelled with P and Q. Now Q plus R and R plus P, that is also in numerator and denominator same. So that also we can cancel. Now what is remaining there? R into P plus Q upon 2. That is our answer. Okay. Now fourth question. 20 into y plus 4 into y square plus 5y plus 3 divided by 5 into y plus 4. Okay. So here 20 into y plus 4, and down also we are having y into y plus 4, right? So directly we can cut y plus 4 in y plus 4. 5 in 20 how many times? 4 times. Okay, so what is left out? 4 into y square plus 5y plus 3. That is our answer. Okay, now fifth one, x into x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3 divided by x into x plus 1. So in denominator we are having x into x plus 1, and in numerator also we are having x into x plus 1. That will cancel. Remaining is our answer, x plus 2 into x plus 3. Okay. Now let's see fifth question. That is, factorize the expressions and divide them as directed. Means first we have to factorize the expression, then after that we can directly cancel the numerator and denominator. Okay. So here y square plus 7y plus 10 divided by y plus 5. This question we already done in as an example, right? Okay. So let's see. First we have to factorize y square plus 7y plus 10. We know that it will not fit for our first and second identity. So it is fit for only our fourth identity, that is x plus a into x plus b. So there x we are having y square, right? X square means here that is y square. But what is a and what is b, that we have to find. So we should get a plus b, that is 7, and a into b, that is 10. So what is a? A we can take as 5 and b we can take as 2. That means 5 into 2 is equal to 10 and 5 plus 2 is 7. So we can write it like this: y square plus 5y plus 2y plus 10 divided by y plus 5. So here a is our 5 and b is our 2. So here if we are factors, we are regrouping, we will get y into y square plus 5y. From that y we can take common, so remaining y plus 5 inside, plus 2y plus 10 we are taking 2 as common, now remaining y plus 5. So we got the factors y plus 5 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 5. Now you can see that the factors y plus 5 is there in numerator and denominator both, that can be cancelled. Now what is remaining out? Y plus 2. So that is our answer, y plus 2. Clear? Now second question is m square minus 14 m minus 32 divided by m plus 2. Here also one is a perfect square, right? Two squares are not there, so we have to use fourth identity. Here also we can see that what is a and what is b. So here see 16 into 2 we will get 32, but their minus sign is there, so one is negative and another one is positive. So here also subtraction is going on there in the middle, but a greater number is a negative, so minus 16 is a and plus 2 is b. So we can write it like this: m square minus 16m plus 2m minus 32. So first one m will take out, m minus 16 is remaining, plus 2 will take out, m minus 16 is remaining there. So we got the factors m minus 16 into m plus 2, and down also we are having m plus 2. So m plus 2 and m plus 2 is cancelled there. Then what is left out? M minus 16. So that is our answer. Clear? Now third one. 5p square minus 25p plus 20 divided by p minus 1. So here p square, that is okay, that is a square, but 5p square is not a perfect square, right? So 5 is there. So that in this case, what we have to do, last 20 is there, then 20 into 5, that is 100. Means the first x square, here only p square we can take as x, but that remaining is the coefficient we will multiply with our third term, that is 20 into 5, that is 100. Now you can factorize that. 20 can be written as 100 can be written as 20 into 5. Same way 25 can be written as 20 plus 5, right? So like that we can factorize it. So 5p square minus 20p minus 5p plus 20. So from this we can take 5p common. Now p minus 4 is inside. Second group we can take minus 5 common. So p minus 4 is inside, divided by p minus 1. Now we got the factors p minus 4 and 5p minus 5 upon p minus 1, right? Now again you can see that 5p minus 5 we can take 5 as common. Then what will left out? P minus 4 into 5 into p minus 1 upon p minus 1, because we are having in numerator p minus 1 and denominator also p minus 1. That will be cancelled. Now what is remaining? 5 into p minus 4. That is our answer. Now fourth one, 4yz into z square plus 6z minus 16 divided by 2y into z plus 8. Here first we can factorize z square plus 6z minus 16. So here z square plus 6z can be written as 8z minus 2z, then minus 16. So we will get the factors, means a means 8, b means minus 2. That means z plus 8 and z minus 2. Okay. So then 2y is there in denominator, that can be cut in 4y 2 times. Y also will cut, 4 also will cut. Okay. So what is remaining there? 2z. Now z plus 8 is there up and down, that also cancelled. Now last what is remaining there? 2z into z minus 2. That is our answer. Okay. Now fifth question. 5pq into p square minus q square divided by 2p into p plus q. So here numerator we know that p square minus q square is there. That means our third identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So p square minus q square can be written as p plus q into p minus q. Now you can see that numerator and denominator both are having p plus q as a factor. Yes. So we cancelled that. Now in numerator 5pq is there common and denominator 2p is there. From that p and p will be cancelled. Okay. Now what is remaining there? That is our answer. Means 5q into p minus q divided by 2. Yeah, 5q upon 2 into p minus q. That is our answer. Okay. Sixth one. 12xy into 9x square minus 16y square divided by 4xy into 3x plus 4y. Here also we can factorize 9x square minus 16y square. We already done the same question in previous question in factorization, right? So here a square minus b square. What is a square here? 3x whole square. What is b square? 4y whole square. So 3x plus 4y into 3x minus 4y. And down also we are having 3x plus 4y that we can cancel. Now 4xy and 12xy. So that also cancelled by 3. Right? Now what is remaining there? 3 into 3x minus 4y. That is our answer. Clear? Now, seventh question. 39y cube into 50y square minus 98 divided by 26 square into 5y plus 7. Okay. So, here 39 can be written as 3 into 13 then into y cube. Now, from 50y square minus 98, from that we can take 2 as common. Then what will remain? 25y square minus 49. Now we got a 25y square minus 49 means a square minus b square, because 25y square can be written as 5y whole square and 49 can be written as 7 square, right? So here we got 3 into 13 y cube into 2 into 5y plus 7 into 5y minus 7. Same way we are having 2 into 13 y square into 5y plus 7. So first this factor we can cancel. 5y plus 7 up and down. Now y square in y cube, then y will remain there. 13 will cancel, 2 will cancel. Now what is remaining there? Outside 3 and y is there and inside 5y minus 7 is there. So what is the answer? 3y into 5y minus 7. Clear? Okay. Here we are winding up this session. Okay. So you have to complete exercise 14.3. Okay. So thank you.